So mainly there are three model, but here we are adding one more model, that is community cloud, public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, and hybrid cloud. Okay, so we'll see in detail what are those different cloud deployment models are. Deployment model are means how we are looking our cloud infrastructure and what is our requirement. So based on our requirement, we design the cloud. Okay, so when we design the cloud based on the requirement, our requirement, then this is nothing but your deployment models. So we have different deployment model. Means any user who want a different type of cloud, they can deploy it. So let's first start with a public cloud. So the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for open use by the general public. So because it is a public cloud, it is open for the public, means anybody can use it. So public cloud could be used by anyone with the internet connection. So let's assume that if this is the public cloud and many people wants to use this particular public cloud, so he or she can open account in the interfaces of this particular public cloud and can use it. So you see, this is access to all the, or outsiders, you can say. This is access to the outsiders, means anybody can use it. So it may owned, managed, and operated by a business, academic, or government organization, or some combination of that. It exists in the premises of the cloud providers. So anyone who want to use it, they can use it by getting the like virtual machine or platform or software, right? They will manage, they will operate by their business, by a business, academic, or government organization, or some combination of them. It exists in the premises of the cloud provider. So that is the main point here, is this type of cloud generally exists in the premises of the cloud service providers. So premises of the cloud service provider, okay, not the user. So if I want to use a public cloud, my whole data will be given to that particular cloud. Let's say I am the organization of any company, and I want to use this infrastructure. So that infrastructure remain in their site, means cloud service provider site, and we are just using it. Now next is the private cloud. The cloud infrastructure is provisioned for exclusive use by the single organization comprising multiple consumers, that is business unit. It may be owned, managed, and operated by the organization, a third party, or some combination of them. It may exist on and off premises. Now, if we'll talk about private cloud, so the concept of private cloud is here the resources are dedicated to a particular firm or particular organization. So what will happen is an organization who want to create their private cloud, so the whole infrastructure, whole hardware will be dedicated to them only. There will be will not do the pooling of resources, means the user, we do the pooling of resources, but the user who are using that particular cloud is from that particular organization only. Okay, and whole hardware is for them only. So let's say if we'll talk about this particular, so this whole will be dedicated to organization. So they will create a separate set of physical machine for them. Okay, but underline those cloud what technology is there. It is not like that it is beyond the cloud technology. No, there will be that cloud technology. It is not the server that we are making. It is the cloud technology that we are creating. And that cloud could be owned, managed, and operated by the organization or with the help of the third party or some combination of them, and it may exist in on and off premises. So here it is saying that it will be exist in the premises of the cloud service provider, but here we can say that it might be the combination of both. It may be on premises or it may be off premises. Okay. So it may be in the premises of the user or it may not. Okay, that is the meaning of that. So if we take the example of private cloud, so the Odisha government has created their private cloud for all the e-government, e-governor, government website or e-government activity. They have already created the private cloud with the help of company called VMware, and with the help of the VMware, they have created their public private cloud. So it is with the help of the third party they have created it, but they are managing by their own as well as with the help of the third party. And it is there in on premises. On premises in it is located in Bhubaneswar, OCEC building, where that private cloud is there. Okay. So this is a private cloud. So here what will happen is the Odisha government has procure all those hardware which is required to create the private cloud, and they have created that particular cloud on premises with the help of the company called VMware. Then we have another set of cloud deployment model which is called community cloud. So what is this community cloud? The cloud infrastructure is provisioned for exclusive use by a specific community of consumers from organizations that have shared concern. So this type of cloud infrastructure has been made if two or more organizations are working in the, let's say, same type of project, doing same mission, right? So for that, what we do is we create the community cloud. This is a type of private for those number of organization who want to work in a common project, and it is not public to all other people, right? So it is private to those organization only, those number of organizations, as well as those number of people who are involved in that particular project. So for them only this cloud has been created. So it says that the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for exclusive use by a specific community of consumers from organizations that have shared, that is, mission, security requirement, policy, and compliance consideration. It can be owned, managed, and operated by one or more organization in the community, a third party, or some combination of them. It may exist on and off premises. So here also there is a chance that it may exist on premises or it may not exist on premises. But the thing is that this community cloud is dedicated for some sort of organizations or the number of organizations. Now, the last one is the hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud, as the name suggests, it is the combination of two or more clouds. So the cloud infrastructure is a combination of two or more distinct cloud infrastructure. Like if we'll take the combination of, let's say, private and public, private community, community public, private community public, right? That remain unique entity, but are bound together to standardize or proprietary technology that enable data and application portability, that is cloud bursting for load balancing between clouds. Now, this particular hybrid cloud infrastructure has been created actually with a combination of private, public, or private community, or any of the combination. Now, here what will happen is, and why they have been created, the reason behind that is, let's say if any organization is working, any organization created their cloud in the private, let's say the Odisha government. Now, because this is a government organization and they can purchase, they can maintain it, they have the money to do. Let's say instead of that, we have any startup company. So these startup company are have been created and want the infrastructure, but they cannot purchase it. So what they do is they will take the help of the public cloud. Now they will store the critical data is still in the private cloud. So they will take the combination of it and they will tell the cloud service provider to create the hybrid cloud for them, in which some part, let's say 20% part or 20% of data or the computing resources, we can manage with our own infrastructure, and that will be act as a private cloud, and you can create the public cloud. Oh, okay. Or what we can say, we can tell them that I want the private cloud, so you give us a rent to the whole infrastructure or whole physical machine to us, and we also take the public cloud also, right? So here in the public cloud we'll put the non-critical data, and in the private cloud we'll put the critical data to the organization. So in that way the cost will be whatever the cost firm uh, is having due to private cloud will be reduced by combination of public and private cloud. Okay.